What's just happened in Britain is a sign of things to come for other places where people have come into power on these nationalist, populist ideas that dominated politics in 2016. Theresa May, the Tory Prime Minister who came into power without being elected, attempted to get a national majority to support her idea of Brexit, her idea of Britain leaving the European Union, and suffered a humiliating defeat at the hands of voters who you could see were looking for something other than her single issue politics. What it means in the immediate aftermath is Theresa May is going to be immediately under a lot of pressure to resign her leadership. And I very much doubt her leadership is sustainable. Her party now is turning against her. And there's going to be a difficult period of tumultuous politics caused by this. So Brexit, if not completely dead, is going to take a lot longer than expected and is going to be much more difficult to make happen politically. Britain is now in the position that France found itself in before the last election, where there isn't really a fully viable party capable of governing with a majority and no combination of parties that really adds up to a coalition that could work in the long term. There will probably be another election, certainly within the next 12 months. What we're seeing here is sort of the lesson of 2017. You can win by a thin margin with extreme ideas, extreme nationalism, isolationism, withdrawal from international politics, the populist movements that came in 2016, whether through a referendum in the case of Britain or through an election in the case of Donald Trump in the United States.
USA, USA.
But you can't get to the point of actually governing sustainably in the long term. This is the lesson that Donald Trump is slowly learning, that trying to act as if you have a mandate when a minority of people elected you. This is the lesson that Marine Le Pen learned in France, that however popular some of your slogans are, you're not going to get a majority for your big ideas. This is the lesson that candidates in the Conservative Party in Canada are debating right now as well. Do you want to be the sort of party that will attract people from the more moderate side of the other party and create a majority, or do you want to be a party committed to an extreme idea of cutting yourself off from the institutions of the world? I think what we saw in Britain on Thursday night, really you could see this as being a bellwether of what happens to those populist movements, to their fate at the hands of the broader electorate.